Hi there, Virgo. Okay, at the bottom of the deck this week, we have the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is a card that talks about, if you've been expending a lot of energy, we just living life, we expend a lot of energy and we're going through the motions and we're running around. If you have kids, bringing your kids to all their different things, getting them off to school, getting to work, trying to work out. All those, clean your house, bring your car in for an oil change, all those mundane things, and you're spending all this energy. And the Three of Wands is a pause. It's a stepping back. It's getting a higher perspective and sort of assessing what's going on, see where you're spending your energy, and maybe reassess, maybe pull back, make sure you're expending your energy wisely, efficiently, and in places that are sustainable and actually your responsibility. And that you're not just expending energy. And we have the Ten of Wands too, and this is all about expending energy on things that aren't really your responsibility. And we tend to have this happen, either we're around someone that just doesn't carry their own weight, and so we're always picking up the slack. This could be a partner, it could be kids, it could be coworkers, it could be friends. But it's also, we tend as people, I think, to sometimes I think maybe it's because like I don't mind my own business, and I take on things, or I interject myself in things that really don't involve me for whatever reason. And then you find yourself carrying burdens and dealing with things that really aren't yours to deal with. It's codependency in some cases, and allowing people to shirk their responsibilities, things like that. And then we can all of a sudden find out we have all these wands on our back, and it's draining our energy. Wands are energy, passion, enthusiasm, inspiration, and it can really dampen all those things. If I camp a lot, and if you put too much wood on a fire, the fire will go out. And this is, wands are fire and energy, so you have to build it slow, and you can't just pile all these responsibilities on yourself and expect to have much energy left. And that will affect all areas of your life, because there's only so much energy we have to go around. So take a step back this week and look for places to lighten your load. And make sure that you're only carrying things that are actually your responsibility. I know for myself, my son just recently turned 11, and sometimes it takes a lot of energy to make him to consistently have him be responsible for things, because he tries to get out of it. He's a typical kid. And so in some ways it would be easier if I just did it myself, but in the long run, that won't be sustainable. So maybe I do need to put a little more effort in now to stick to my guns and be consistent, and then it will lighten my load a little bit later. So to all your parents out there, I don't know if you can relate to that. I'm sure you can, or maybe you're much better parents than I am, but that's okay. And so this is bringing you down. This card is just it's just no energy, blah. You're feeling just flat and exhausted, and just unable to really enjoy all the good things you do have, because you're so exhausted from all the energy you're putting into everything else, that maybe you just come home and have a glass of wine. And he's just sitting there. He's not reading. He's just like, oh, I'm exhausted. Maybe the TV's on over there. But there is this cup up here. They always say there are opportunities around you. So there are opportunities to lighten your load. There are opportunities to gain more energy, and there are opportunities that will pique your interest and potentially get your fire going again. If you're not so concentrated on how exhausted you are because you're allowing yourself to be pulled in too many directions. And then we have this beautiful 10 of Pentacles. And this kind of goes back to the 3 of Wands in the sense of looking at the big picture, the big perspective. This is many generations. This is family, legacy, inheritance. And we inherit way more than money. We inherit attitudes, beliefs, morals, ethics, work ethics, all sorts of things we inherit from our family. It's money is just one teeny tiny part of it. So what sort of beliefs or any of those things I just mentioned are you carrying down for your family? And do you want to? Some of them are awesome. Some you may not want to continue on, and how you conduct your life and what you pass on if you have children, or just by your example. You're always an example to other people by the way you live your life, because people notice you and see you. And what parts of your family legacy do you want to keep, and what parts maybe can stay in the past, stay where they are, and not have to carry any burdens again that maybe aren't necessarily yours, but you feel tied to because of family. So some of you may need to stop allowing a family member, put some boundaries up, and not allow a family member to continue to maybe mooch off you or burden you anymore. Sometimes, the best thing we can do for people is to let them stand on their own and be responsible, because boy, you get a lot more confidence that way. I know when I got my first house, I just had this tiny little house that I built, and I felt so good that I was finally able to support myself and be it just made me take on more responsibility and really grow up. So don't rob someone else of that opportunity by being so, and it's not that you're not being good or helpful, and it's not that your intentions aren't right by any means. But don't rob other people unknowingly of their ability to learn lessons and grow as a result of being too kind and helping other people. So thank you so much for watching. Take care.